Hi everyone, this is Lakshmi, your inspirational coach. Thank you for visiting my last video on self-confidence. In the last video, we discussed about what is self-confidence and why it is an important. Today we'll be talking about why some people are low self-confident and how you can improve self-confidence. Low self-confidence can be caused by a number of reasons. Probably the circumstances that you grew up and also past failures and bad experiences that might have caused you to stop believing in your abilities and your skills, and you develop the low self-confidence. And also bullying as a kid at school or at the universities or college might have caused to stop believing in your abilities. And another one is physical appearance. Probably you don't believe how you look. You are not comfortable with your own. So that might be causing the low self-confidence. But it's like any other skill, self-confidence can be developed. It's not like it cannot be developed. It can be developed. But the first thing is acknowledging it. You have the low self-confidence or mediocre self-confidence. You have to, because you are the only one who knows how much self-confidence you have. No one can tell you. But once you recognize, there is a way always to improve on it. It doesn't matter whether you are a career problem or you are a student problem or as a parent problem. It always can be developed. The self-confidence can be developed. So first, I would say this one. Mr. Ford, who is the founder of Ford Company, motor company, said, if you believe in yourself and you say you can, you can. If you believe in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself and you say you can't, you can't. So it's all about you. Whether you believe in, then you can able to do the things. If you don't believe in, you cannot do anything either. So keep that in your mind while you're listening to this. So self-confidence, how you can improve self-confidence. The first one is self-talk. It's very, very important and it's very well-proven method of self-talk can be elevate your positive energy and guide yourself to right direction to make right decisions. That's where the low self-confidence comes, because you might be afraid to take the right decisions. You don't feel comfortable because humans 50,000 times verbally or non-verbally talk to themselves. And you can imagine if you talk 90% of the time, negative talk, what will happen to you with your actions, with your emotions, or with your abilities. So if you have the same way, the other way around, if you have the positive thoughts and positive force in your thoughts, you can imagine what you could do with those positive thoughts and positive emotions. So it's very, very essential to have that positive talk, self-talk. For example, you have the interview, you are going for an interview, but the inner voice says you're not dressed very well for your interview. You're not prepared very well for the interview, and you don't have the skills to join the job. But if you can silence your inner voice, saying to yourself, I have the right skills to get the job. I have the right ability and right skills to get into it. And also, I am dressed up very well for the interview that I'm going to. I'm very well prepared. That makes a lot of difference when you want to go to interview and your self-talk says you have the negative things, but you can change into positive things. Just talking to yourself. No one is saying you have to talk louder, but as soon as the inner voice comes up and telling you negative things, just silencing it, coming up with the positive thoughts. That's the self-talk. Even as a student, some students really work hard, but when they go in front of the question paper in the exam, they become blank because they don't believe. Before even they go to the exam, they think like, oh, probably I don't think I'm going to remember what I studied. I probably might forget what I studied. They don't even see the question paper. Before even there, they speculate about how what their abilities are, and before even there, they started forgetting too. So but when those thoughts comes, just tell yourself you really prepared very well for the exam, and you will try your best to do whatever it takes to do that exam. But rather than telling the negative things, that could change your course of your thoughts and your actions as you go to do your exam. So telling your positive things not only elevates you, like I said, but also give you the positive energy to go forward with whatever you want to do, with your desires, with your goals that you want to, and doesn't keep you from achieving it. The same thing, if you have the challenge at work or the project at work, believe in yourself. Tell yourself you have all the skills that are needed. You have all the tools that are required to do that kind of job or challenge, so that you can able to focus and do it. So that is a self-talk. At the same time, self-affirmations. Self-affirmations are, I have the ability to do it. I have the skills that are necessary. I am a hard worker. So telling these self-affirmations can elevate you the same way how the self-talk can elevate you positive energy, because positive energy is the force behind the self-confidence. So if you're telling all the things in a positive way, I am putting yourself, I have the ability, I have the skill, I am a hard worker, I am intelligent, I am smart. So these ones, I am beautiful. So saying these to yourself, you are energizing you. So these are very, very important, especially the people who had experienced very bad circumstances. This is the way how you can prove yourself and develop your abilities to the extent that you want to achieve your goals or desires you want to do in your life. So make sure you practice these if you are from circumstantial hindrance, low self-confident person. The other method is, we'll be talking about, especially if you have to keep on failing at something or past experiences that prevented you from believing in your abilities. This is another way you can do it. Self-compassion, being kind to yourself. I know being kind to yourself is very, very essential. Probably we never thought about that. We never do most of the times, because we will be kind to others. We try to comfort others. We try to console others if they have something happening, worrying about something, or if they did the mistake, or if they fail at something in a family or friend or anyone that you know of. You try to be comforting them or consoling them. The same thing applies to you too. If you have did the mistake, just pat yourself and tell yourself it's okay. You failed, but it is the process during in the progress to what your goal is towards it. It's okay to fail. So you're comforting yourself. It's okay to do the mistake. You're comforting again. So it's being kind to yourself, not too harsh. Don't tell yourself I'm so stupid. Don't tell yourself I'm so arrogant. No, because those are the ones that pull back your energy. But rather you tell yourself you are okay to do the mistake, but you're learning from it. So you're patting yourself and you're giving energy back to yourself and start believing in your abilities. Let me give you an example, right? There is an elephant, big elephant, tied with a big chain, right, a long chain, and there is a passenger that's going by. Ask the trainer, how this big elephant being chained? If it's wants, it can break the chains and gone away from it, free from the chains. But the trainer said to a bypasser, saying like, the same chain being tied to the elephant when it was very small, and then it tried a couple of times and it was never able to escape from the chain. And then even though it's not big, it believes that it doesn't have the ability to break the chain, and it change itself. It's not freeing itself. If you are that kind of person, change yourself in the past experiences and past failures, you're not going to move forward. If you imagine that if the elephant tried not to give up, but rather tried and tried until it was really energetic to it, and it should have break the chain and then free itself from the chain. So if you're that kind of person, You got to think it's okay to be failed, but you're learning the lessons and then gaining more confidence from it. It's okay to fail, but being the confidence is very, very essential, right? So you start believing in your abilities, try until you succeed. That's where the repetition comes. Repetition is the, like, try how many times you can. It's okay. It's not like one time you're going to learn everything. For example, if you want to learn driving, or if you want to learn to ride a bike, you're not going to learn in one day and one attempt. You have to try a couple of times, right? It's not like, but because you like it so much, you want to learn it. So you put the same efforts with the self-confidence too. It's not like you're going to develop in one day. It has to be learned step by step. So repetition can help you to learn, to progress forward. So it's very, very important to repeat yourself, probably going to the same process and improving one after the another, so that you start believing in your abilities and believing in your skills. So never stop believing it if you fail on it, but rather see it as a lesson and learn from it and move on. So that's really helpful for you. And for example, if you're a kind of person who is very like anxious, or having problem going to the big crowds meetings, or attend any other kind of meetings, the first step in you is just going to attend that meeting. Probably you will be a little nervous, but you will be there. You know, you have to think everyone is there just like you. Probably they have the same thoughts. You don't know what's going on in their mind, just like you. So be there on the first attempt. And the second time when you go, try to be talked to with someone that you think like probably before you were now little better than before. You're comfortable with the crowd, but now you are making another step, talking to the person there. And the third time when you go, you try to have the conversations not with one but group of people. And fourth time you're going, you are already comfortable. It becomes a habit for you. So it's the same thing, whether whatever you're doing, you are not comfortable and you're not believing in it, just start doing step by step. It's not like I said, one attempt, but keep doing until you get comfortable with it and it become a habit for you. So you start believing in yourself and you start believing in your abilities. Another one is, don't compare yourself others. That's the first thing. Because if you start comparing yourself, you have to think you are a unique person in your own way. You have the skills that are needed, and God has been designed you for some purpose. Find your own purpose and find your own abilities and stop comparing with them. Stop comparing only might cause you stress and worrying about yourself, but rather focus on your abilities and start believing in your abilities, and whatever you have, how you can improve on it could help your self-confidence get improved. Another one is physical appearance. Physical appearance, probably it could be, sometimes we cannot able to change it, but you have to believe in yourself. You are unique in your own way, and you are beautiful as you in your own way. So, and doing some physical exercises or yoga, our mental exercises really could help you. So these are the proven methods all the time, how the self-confidence can be improved. It's very, very essential to be self-confident if you want to succeed at your job or at your education, and you want your kids to be succeed. You have to be a self-confident parent. So it's very essential what role we are doing. Being confident make you very successful. So hopefully these methods we discussed here would be helpful for you. If you think you have low self-confidence,